Hey y'all. Hey. my throat. It's your girl Ginger Snaps. Good morning. Can I tell you guys, I am pissed because I recorded the review last night for Love is Blind season 5, episode 2 and 3. I recorded like 30 something minutes and I don't know what I did wrong, but it did not record. It did not record. All that time wasted. I was pissed. I said, you know what? I'll do this shit the next day. I went to sleep. I almost didn't do it. But you know what? Alas, here we are. I'm just going to try to breeze right through these 2 episodes. There was a lot of fuck shit going on. A lot. So let me get ready. And let's get into it. The fuck boy Olympics have begun, y'all. They have begun. So wait, let me go get my coffee. I just had a lox bagel and some sea salt chips. It was divine. So I'm gonna top it off with some coffee. Let me get my coffee. Hold on. All right, so I got my coffee in hand, and not only are there fuck boy antics going on, there are also some fuck girl antics going on. All right, so let's just breeze through JP and Taylor. I'm sorry, they are the most boringest ho-hum couple of this season. Something about JP, I can't put my finger on it. He's very Americana. They are a very white picket fence couple. They're going to, so remember, he's a firefighter, she's a teacher. They're just going to get married and have their idyllic suburban life together with 2.5 kids and white picket fence and a 3-bedroom house, 1.5 bath. Like, they are just idyllic. But something with him ain't quite right, like Luther's curl, right? So, all right, their connection deepens. Finally, he proposes to her. Y'all, I don't know what y'all saw. Taylor is not attracted to him. I'm sorry, she's not attracted to him. When they first met, and she was trying to be polite. She's not like Arena. She didn't do the Arena. She just looked at him, hi, very polite. And then he just kept kissing her and just this weird kiss type. And she kind of looked at him, then turned her head. It was cringe. Cringiest to the utmost cringe.
I fell in love and found my future wife. I try not to think about what she looks like because I don't want to have a certain image in my head and she be something different. I know she's going to be the most beautiful girl because I like her for what's on the inside.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Sugar Babe!
What's
Oh
up?
God.
Oh my goodness. Hi.
No, she don't like him. She don't like him. Cringe. When they do that church hug, that church side to side, she don't like him. She's not attracted to him. She's not attracted to him. She quickly hugged him so she could stop looking at his face. I don't think she's attracted to him.
I feel like I could breathe.
Oh man. Cringe. And then, so when they sit to banter now, he's just sitting there. He's not saying anything. It was an awkward silence. She's trying to fill the silence in with conversation. And he's sitting there nodding. Yep. And we're just responding. Yep, I love you too. Yep. And then they would get back to kissing. It was so weird. And I felt bad for her because she's really trying. It's one thing if she weren't attracted to him. Fine. She's not attracted to him. Sometimes your personality can make up for the lack of attraction. He couldn't even do that. He couldn't even give her that. And I felt so bad for her. And even afterwards in her confessional, she even said he's not the typical type she would go for. She said he has a gap. So I guess she doesn't like gaps. But then she says looks don't matter anymore. Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Looks sometimes doesn't matter, but to you, it matters, especially by his lack of personality. It matters. He could just be nervous too. He was sweating profusely, like sweating up a storm. There's cameras. It's the first time you're meeting this voice that you've been talking to behind a wall. He could just be really, really nervous. And when they get settled in, he'll open up. You never know. Who knows? But they're engaged. Taylor and JP engaged. Okay, they're going to Mexico or Jamaica, wherever they go to after this. All right. So they got a Mexico trip. So now, guys, let's get to the fuckboy behavior. Listen, I almost didn't do the review because of this whole fiasco, because it was just too much going on, too much manipulation, the highs and lows and the ups and downs and the turns. It was a lot going on. So we have a foursome, guys. We got a little triangulation foursome situation. Okay, we got our friend Izzy, all right? Izzy is exhibiting fuckboy behavior. So now we know Izzy has a connection with Stacy and Johnny. And Johnny is a hot mess. Listen, Johnny is the hot mess of the season to me. Johnny's a hot mess. He's torn between the two. However, you can tell Izzy is feeling I keep forgetting her name, Stacy Moore. But there's this kind of a lust, like, yeah, fuck, dude, fuck yeah. It's like fun. It's lust-based. So they're in love with the idea of each other, of having fun and ratting, so totally cool. And that's how they were talking to each other one day in the pods. I'm like, where did this Valley girl accent come from? And I can't figure out, is Izzy Hispanic? The jury's still out. I don't know. Did he mention it? I have no idea what's going on with him. Is he half Hispanic? All I know is he's Jehovah's Witness. So all you hear now is your voice is fucking hot. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, we would like parties so much. That's their freaking conversation. It's just weird. Whereas I really feel like Izzy was looking for anything wrong with Johnny to go with Stacy. Fuckboy behavior. Some men will look for anything wrong with you so they don't end up looking like the bad guy for not choosing you. And this is what Izzy is doing. So then he goes back to tell Johnny, listen, ain't no fuck yeah with Johnny. Johnny's like, yeah, I love you. I'm here for you. You are my person. I am your person. Izzy made Johnny feel like he was going to choose her. But he tells Johnny, go and explore the world. Explore the world. Explore the other matches. And if you find that there's no one else out there for you, you can come back to me. I said, what? Listen, if a dude really wants you, if you are the person that a man wants, ain't none of that go out and explore and then you find your way back to me. He's fucking locking you down right there and then. Okay? He's taking you off the market. That is some bullshit. And Johnny fell for it. Again, Johnny fell for it. I put Johnny and Lydia in the same boat. These girls need a season of solitude. I don't want to say loneliness. They need a season of solitude to really get to know themselves, to really grow, to love themselves. Because if you truly love yourself, you're not accepting that from a man. You truly love yourself, you recognize some of the cowardice in men. That was coward behavior on Izzy's part. You recognize that and you know how to identify red flags. That was a huge red flag that Izzy waved, but she fell for it. So now, all right, Johnny then goes back to her other connection, which I forgot to mention. I forgot about him. He's so quiet. His name is Chris. Right? Goes back to Chris and tells Chris, oh yeah, I'm rocking with Izzy, Chris, poof, be gone. I'm rocking with Chris, okay? Sorry, I love you. Bye. The excuse she gave Chris. Johnny's all over the place. I'm trying to gather my thoughts as well. She said something about like Chris is a safe bet. He is the safe choice, but she did not come to this experience for the safe choice. That's what she said, which makes no sense to me. This girl has post-traumatic stress disorder. This girl is toxic. That line of thinking, that's toxicity. Again, you need a season of solitude. You need to write in your journal. You need to seek help. You and Lydia. This type of behavior is what ruins it for the rest of us. Because then you start fucking with people that leaves other, people to in the wake of your toxicity to develop these toxic behaviors. So now when they want to come and approach me with all that toxicity, thank goodness I'm healing. I'll be able to spot it. Hell no. The fuck boy told you some fuck shit, but the good guy, you turned him down for the fuck boy, but you don't know that he's a fuck boy. Make it make sense. Only sick people fall for that shit. So now, we have Izzy, though, telling Stacy another thing. They're getting deeper, too, in their connection, sharing things with each other. He's telling Stacy, oh, yeah, I'm all about you. I am all for you. It's a shit show. It's a hot mess. So now where am I? See, now I can't even keep it straight. Yes. So they're still having raunchy conversations. Johnny is still smitten by Izzy. Meanwhile, she has no idea the burgeoning relationship between Izzy and Stacy. So now Johnny then tells Izzy how in her past relationships, she has an ex-husband. She's been married before. She tells Izzy she didn't really love him. He was a rebound from her one true love who committed suicide. Or he died of an overdose. Sorry. What? Izzy was like, listen, if I had any hope for us, any inkling, a little bit of hope or consideration for Johnny, it's gone now. It's gone. That freaked him out. But I think he was relieved because now he can freely go with Stacy. So that little tidbit that Johnny shared with him was his out. And she's stupid. Why are you telling this other nigga I was never in love? My one true love was the guy that was a druggie. What? Izzy said, oh, hell no. Nah. He said, oh, hell nah. And he was like, nah, I'm done. Stacey, I'm rolling with you. So then that happens. So here's what we do. Then we go. Izzy, after a while, then breaks it off with I can't keep these names. Johnny, he breaks it off. Johnny, of course, is devastated. She goes back and tells the other girls and all that. And then Johnny, now she's trying to be slick. Johnny's telling the other girls they're gossiping. She's not really talking. Johnny's not really conversing with Stacy in the woman's quarters, the woman's lair. They're not really conversing, but she's saying she's not meant for him. They're not good together. They're not going to make it. She doesn't deserve him. She's talking shit, basically. All right. However, see, this is the fucked up shit about bro code and girls code. There's no girls code, y'all. Not as much as men. I really maybe have two people in my life that I can honestly say I have girl code with. That I can honestly say I have girl code with. But I have more men in my life that even though I'm a woman, I have bro code with. So meanwhile, back at the other place with the men, Izzy and fucking Chris are sharing notes on Johnny. They're sharing notes. Men can clock. I maintain this and I say this over and over again. Men can clock the insecurity and the lack of self-love in women. They can clock it. Those men clock it in Lydia and they clock it in Johnny. They're comparing notes. And they're like, she said this, she said that. And he's like, no, well, she told me opposite. They're like, oh, okay. Okay, so now ain't nobody on Johnny time. Nobody. Nobody at all. So now, oh yeah, I forgot to mention when Izzy broke it off with Johnny, and he's saying how much of a connection he has with Stacy, how much love they have for each other, and this they laugh at the same time, and they love the same show, all that connection, lovey-dovey stuff. Johnny says, I had the same thing with Chris. Look what you made me do. I broke it off with Chris. Izzy said, that is none of my concern, bitch. Niggas is foul. Niggas is foul. He said, I don't know what y'all got going on. They ain't got shit to do with me. Fuck you, bye. I'm going with Stacy. Oh my God. Johnny was played like a fiddle. Johnny, Izzy played in your face. He played in your face. Stacy played the game right. Okay? She seems emotionally secure. She played the game right. You got played with and you got dealt with. Moving along, I feel bad for her, but then I don't. And maybe her mom was right. I feel like she's trying to force this to prove her mom wrong. Our mothers know us the best. Maybe her mom was right. Who knows? Her mom knows her better than all of us. So Izzy said, too bad, so sad. I don't know, go back and talk to Chris. So then now Johnny storms off. And then again, Izzy goes back and tells Stacy that she is his number one, and they're so giddy and ha 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 ha. They're laughing. That's Stacy's laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Some people laugh with their whole face. You can see the uvula in their thoke, and that's how Stacy laughs. And that's what Izzy loves. But my thing is, yes, everyone's showing their representation, their representative of themselves. She ain't gonna be ha 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 when y'all fall into hard times. That's why there's a lot of breakups, because when shit hits the fan, people are like, oh, you're not the person I thought you were. You changed. Oh, well, you should have gotten to really know me. You should have gotten to really know me. Everything, listen, all right, let me get into my freaking therapist hat. Everything's, laughing and fun and I love you and this. I'm not hearing, unless they're editing it out, I'm not hearing the important questions like, okay, when was the last time you were really, really angry? Okay, how did you react? When you're angry or when you're sad, how do you react? What's your mood? Do you like to talk it out? Do you need space? Do you start cussing up a storm? Do you give me the silent treatment? Do you storm off and disappear for days and I don't know where you are? What tell me what it's like. What does that look like when you're upset? People need to know these things. I didn't hear a shred of questioning like that, except for Uche. He was asking the important questions. And what's her name? She felt, I guess she felt judged because she didn't realize these are important questions that people should know before they jump in head first in a relationship. We're talking about a relationship and a marriage. All right. So I didn't hear none of that, only maybe close to it from Uche. But no, everybody, ha, 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 with their uvula all out. Let me take a sip of my coffee. That's good. So now, yeah, so Izzy, ha, 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 ha. So then now Johnny goes to Chris. Johnny is trying to get back in Chris's good graces. And she says, I want you. I miss you. Choose me. Love me. And Chris said, bitch, I got to think about it. And I got to think about it. Good for you, Chris. Good for you. Because what I will not be is your second choice. I'm nobody's second choice. Listen, kudos to Chris. This is what we should be doing as women. It's so sad. It's just really sad how most men I'm seeing here have the playbook on how to react and how to act towards the opposite sex. Meanwhile, the women are just falling all over themselves. Again, with the crying. She starts crying. I forgot to mention Chris was crying. So he was really hurt by her rejection. But I'm happy that he's playing it cool now. And I'm happy that they compared notes and saw that this girl is indeed a cunt. I'm sorry to say. What the hell? Whew. So now, all right. So that's that on that. We have Ebony and Ivory, aka Lydia and Aaliyah. Apparently, they are very good friends. They are like up each other's ass. They are best friends. With this show, I don't understand how people become best friends. Like, how long are they in the house together? What's the timeline? Is it like weeks or months? I'm too much of an introvert. Listen, I think I would have failed because number one, I'm an introvert. I can be antisocial sometimes. I would have found like 2 homegirls to be close to, 1 or 2. I would have spoken to them only and nobody else. I would not be dressing up. I need to interview one of the castmates. Do they have to dress up when they go into the pods? Because the niggas can't see you. They wearing heels and shit and dressed up. I would have had my Stewie pajama pants on and a freaking throw over my freaking shoulders. I love a good throw. That's what I have on now. A good and soft throw. And I would have had my Nike sandals on, my Nike slides with my bonnet on. They can't see me. So why am I getting dressed up? I would have been so annoyed. And I would have stayed with vodka in my cup. I think I would have failed. They would have, and I would find a corner. And I'm so tired all the time. I probably would have just stayed sleeping, missed all the date appointments. I would have missed them because I need my sleep. I'm like, man, I'll check you tomorrow. But anyways, apparently Ebony and Ivory, they're very good friends. And then Aaliyah starts crying. The tears are on sale, y'all, this season. Just crying. And I'm like, did they say and action? And then she just started crying because it was weird. And I think, you know what? They're drunk too. So Lydia is consoling her and she's crying because she's afraid of being rejected by Uche. Crying. And Lydia's like, sí, amor, sí, yes, sí, amor. Oh, Lord, see, yes, you're beautiful, you're marvelous, you're wonderful. Yes, I see myself in you. And she's crying. Finally, something must have clicked. You know what? I think Lydia realized that Aaliyah is like head over heels over Uche because I'm not seeing Aaliyah talk to anyone else. Did she have any other connections? I did not see that. So finally, y'all, Latino Heat reveals to Aaliyah, her best friend, that she used to date Uche. Bum, bum, bum. So Lydia used to date Uche. And I forget that these people are from the same town. I think, are they in Dallas or Houston this season? So it's not surprising that 2 people who know each other would end up in the pods. I feel like in another season that happened as well. I'm not sure, but it is kind of random, but it is possible. They're all in the dating scene in the same area. So it's not something that's, that's unconscionable to happen, So then Aaliyah is like, wait, what? And she says, yeah, we used to date. She didn't recognize. I guess she says she didn't No, he didn't even recognize her voice. She recognized him. Y'all, she still got a thing for Uche. She's just not admitting it. Uche low-key rejected her too in the pods. Because she was like, what were they saying? Oh, is this meant to be? Blah, blah. Should we stop? Oh, that's what she said. Should we just stop this and just go together? Because it's a sign. He was like, no. Listen, when a guy is done with you and he knows you're not for him, he's done. He ain't circling back. especially if he's looking for something serious. He's not circling back, Lydia. So she let it go. She let it go. And I feel, I understand why she didn't say anything to Aaliyah at first, because she didn't want to sabotage. At first, she didn't want to sabotage anything. So the first few episodes it was a little low-key corny to me. I was not really invested like that. But with this motherfucking bombshell that Lydia dropped, and the antics of Izzy and Johnny, oh no, it's going to be a good season. I can't wait for the fuckery to ensue. It's going to be good. So that's a wrap for this review. I am going to come back. I have one more episode to do, child. Pray for me, because today's going to be a busy day for me, but I will get it done. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that Izzy is giving fuckboy antics? Do you think Johnny needs to just stop dating and go within herself and heal? All right. Lydia, is she wrong for not telling Aaliyah about her and Uche previously? Is Uche giving fuckboy antics now? Because he was accusing Aaliyah of not being honest. Here he is not being honest. Should he have basically told Aaliyah when they were being honest, she was talking about her cheating? Should he have told her then in the spirit of being honest? It's not the same, because Aaliyah cheated before she met Uche. The thing is, it's the dishonesty. But Uche can get it a little too, because you should have been honest right there and then. But Uche did not know how close. They don't know what's going on the other side, these men. So Uche didn't know how close Ebony and Ivory were. You see, Lydia, when she realized how serious Uche and Aaliyah was becoming, that's when she broke news to her. So it's a gray area. It's not so black and white. But listen, let's see. Let's stay tuned for the antics of this season, because I feel like some shit is going down. I'm gonna post a video of Aaliyah explaining some things. I found a video. She pops up and reveals some information, which I'm going to post a video about later on. All right, so bye. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.